Well, hello, hello everyone, and welcome to another Darachat. My name is Daramouthe, or Dara for short. So one thing first, the YouTube side's not showing up, so I'm gonna have to do something. And also, my guest has not appeared, so either they are not showing up or they'll be late. So we'll give it about 10 minutes. If they don't show up, it's just gonna be another solo stream. So, what can I say? I communicated with them yesterday, and no face to be found. What do you know? But that's life. Um, possibly, I'm going to try something first. I'm going to try refreshing the page and see if that'll fix it. If not, then yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. All right, hold on. Okay, I'm hoping that will work. Maybe not. Hold on. Seems like it. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. You know, it's one of those things where they do an update and for some odd reason it doesn't show up. But then again, what can I tell you? Um, yeah, hold on. Um, let's see. Rumble. The and Lasai. Yeah. So technical stuff, but then again, it seemed like someone was having issues with being on before, so that may be the case. But I don't know. I don't know why it's not showing up. So it is what it is, and yeah, just tired of it. But anyway, guys, how are all of you doing today? I know today is a it's just one of those days. You know, I feel like sometimes, right? I feel like sometimes that sometimes things just go bad, right? Nothing you control, all outside your control, and all that stuff, um, and all that jazz. But yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain in the butt. Uh, yeah, I may have to upload the stream there. Well, I don't know why. Don't know why. Don't know why I wasn't do that. But anyway, other than technical difficulties and other than a guest not showing up, yeah, today was going pretty good so far. This is like the second, third guest that's flaked, and it's it's the point where I did converse with them yesterday saying, "Are you going to be on?" And they confirmed, "Yes, we'll get at it." And nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found, and that's the sad part. But I'll have a show whether or not someone is here. I don't know why it's not. Okay. Hold on a second. I've got to. Let's do a little. Hold on. Stream wouldn't show up on YouTube side. Also Studios support ticket thing is not working. There we go. Okay, well, that's done. But hey, Masculine, how are you? How are you doing? Yeah, today's a bit of a tricky one. Because, yeah. All right. Hold on. All right. All right. There we go. Oh, yes. All the fun stuff in the world. And no guest. So, it is what it is. Unfortunately. But that's okay. I'm here. We're going to have a great time regardless. Just when you want things to work and they don't work, you have to change the video source to some crap. Maybe people don't care. Oh, right. There you go. Don't know if I can change source. Video source. Bum. Yeah. No, I don't know about that, Steve. Don't know about that. I'm feeling lazy. Of course you would, Steve. Of course. Nice. I'm sorry. I'm talking to the YouTube side because unfortunately, so here, I'll do this. Here, this is what the YouTube side looks like. So for anyone who doesn't believe me, here, this is what the YouTube side looks like. Yeah, look at that. No signal, no nothing. Nope. So, yeah. What do you? I like almost new page layout now. Instead of just icons, they show the names of who you're following. Oh, okay. On the follow page, on your follow page, I haven't looked at a while. I know the front page has the for you at the top, which is great. It's what they should have done. Looks like a big green D for Steve. Calm it down, Steve. Gosh dang it. Come on. Goodness sake. But yes, this is what the YouTube side looks like. I don't know why it's just the Rumble side working, but Rumble Studios, get your stuff together, please. I can only do so much. So what's gonna happen is I may keep this up for a while. I'm going to take the link to this, put it in the put it here. I gotta do it for it. Hold on. And then I'll change it out after. Because screw me. That's right. Screw me. Okay. But anyway. Hail to the dogs. Goodness gracious. There he is. Ugh. Yep, I'm gonna post it again because that's all I got, guys. But anyway, yes, there's no guest, it seems. So it's just gonna be you and I chat. It's gonna be a solo stream. This is the unfortunate side effect of when you invite people on and you don't know who they are, but it's not going to deter me from trying to. All right. So, life, you could throw anything you want me, but I'm still going to invite people on, even if I don't know them well enough. Because, my gosh, I will not give up. I will not surrender. You can't make me. Never. You can never make me surrender. I shall take you down. Well, I'm glad you're here mostly, Steve. I appreciate it. Even though you're a man who's almost half asleep, half awake. You're like a man between twilight. You know, you're just there and you're not there, and it's not fun. It's not fun. But yes, definitely gonna have to upload this as a video to the YouTube side, unfortunately. But anyway, so yes. So again, like I said, doing some laser engraving. Ooh, dangerous, Steve. Dangerous. Don't burn your eye out. That's all I say. Like with my guest yesterday. Um, no, wait, no, laser engraving. That was talk of yesterday. No, like I said before, I talked to my guest yesterday. Seemed he was gung ho. Don't know what's up. Oversleeping this time. There he is. Now he's awake and there, awake and alive and enthusiastic. That's the kind of Steve we like. But yes, I talked to my guest yesterday. He said he was gung ho. Not exactly the words, but the general statement of. And now nothing. So, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna put this out there. Uh, if I ask, this is just me. If I bring on a guest, I set it up, day and time, and it's just to vent a frustration. Now, I mean, you overslept yesterday, if I recall. Oh, that's right. That's right. I apologize for that one. That was me. That was all me. Um, uh, tube side not working. Go here. Hey, Steve, if you're still accessible to the YouTube side, do you think you can repost the link every once in a while so people know? Please and thank you, since you're a mod over there, and I appreciate your help. So yeah, if I invite you on and you're a guest, usually some guests have told me weeks before, days before that they can come on. Great, that's good. You always want to make sure. Um, you always want to make sure that your person that's invited you on knows that you're not coming on. If you can or can't make it, even if it's at the last hour, right? If it's at the last hour and you say I can't make it, great. All things considered, all I want is ahead of time of that you're not coming on. But if you're a guest and you say the day before, well, let's get at it, and all of a sudden you don't show up on time, oh, thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. Yes, anyone on the YouTube side, which you aren't going to see this anyway. So YouTube is no, it's just I think it might be something wrong with Rumble Studios. So I'll re-upload it later. There's no worry about that. It's just for some odd reason, Rumble Studios is not coming through on that end. So I don't know why. I'm not a tech wizard like you are, so don't ask. But yeah, it's a pain in the butt. But anyway, back to the point. So if you're a guest, right, and you say that before, I give you the actual time and all that stuff, and you say the day before, yeah, no, it's not D. Well, maybe it's D, but it's not for dong. It's for deployable. Um, but yeah, if you've been invited on and it's the time of, and I'm asking, are you there? Are you still ready to come on or whatever? And you don't give any response back, and the time has come and gone, and there's still no response. That makes me want to invite you on less. So, deployable magic dog. Goodness gracious, Steve. Good thing you can say it over here. All right, but yeah, just keep the eye on the other side for me if you could. But yes, if you're a guest, right, and you don't even give anything at the last minute or whatever that you can't come on, that makes me want to invite you on less, because I would think a little respect would go a long way. Uh, I've had a few people on. One invited on, and that didn't nothing, no noise from. Of course, again, I didn't even talk to the person beforehand, the day before, or I tried to, and that didn't work. This one tried to, said they were gung-ho, and then nothing came up. Now, it's possible that something came up and it's unavoidable, so if that does happen later, I apologize. But as a future reference, if I invite you on and you don't tell me anything of the sort of what's going on, can't even whatever, and it comes to time and it's after and no word after that, I want to invite you on less or not at all, because that's kind of disrespectful. Because things happen, sure, great, but you don't get to come back on if you can't at least show up, right? If it's been stated before you can't, that's totally acceptable, and I change it up. But if you're gonna ditch at the last minute, at least say so. At least be gung ho about it, or whatever. Or because there was one guest I invited on, but they live in South Africa, and their internet went out for a long time. So yeah, that's sad for South Africa at that point. But it doesn't help me uh, when you are you are not able to be responded to. So it is what it is. And yeah, so it makes me want to invite you on less or not at all anymore. And I really don't want that to be the case. I don't want, somebody's late or not showing up through these times. Yes, Steve, I shall fight through it all times because I have a lot of different people like yourself who show up and we can talk about whatever for the next, I don't know how long. But enough ragging on the guest. I'm just putting that out there for future reference because I will see that as I will see that, and it's like that scene in the Tall Tales game of like um The Walking Dead where like Clementine will remember that, or whatever his name was will remember that. I'll remember that, and I'll look at you in a very funny light and say, okay, you didn't show last time, so what's going to bring you this time? Look, I was late yesterday. That's probably the first time I've ever been late. I've apologized for that. However, if you don't show up at all, I mean, come on, you can't blame me, right? I was grateful to show up at least like a few minutes. No, it was like 10 minutes. Yeah, I showed up 10 minutes late. I'm not the best. I'm not the best person. But unfortunately, life will go on. So I'm not going to sit here for the next, I don't know how many hours, whatever, and complain about it. But anyway, how are all of you? I hope you're doing all well. I am excited to look for the rest of the week because, oh crap, I haven't gone through the names of yesterday. Okay, so Cyber Mario's done, so I gotta do that. I will say though, the guest that was supposed to come tomorrow couldn't make it, and I think that was Miss Kada. Miss Kada, no. Who was originally supposed to be for today or Thursday? Oh, that's right, Yarn Witch. That's right, Yarn Witch can't show. Of course, she has had she had some of her family cats pass away, and so she won't be showing up. But I will try to get back on next month because she's a lovely lady to have on, and I always want to have Yarn with John. It's just there's a lot of people to have back on and stuff. So, but anyway, yes, got a lot of different people coming on, and I hope they'll be able to show because it kind of sucks when they don't. But regardless, no matter what happens, whether someone shows or doesn't show, there will be a show. Why? Because I enjoy doing this, and that's what matters most. Because honestly, Yarny is nice. Yeah, Yarny is nice. She's lovely. It's just she's going through kind of a rough time because she had family pets, and that's sort of oh, I can pin that, can't I? Pin message. There we go. Okay, yep. But yeah, so she won't be on, but Chad will be on tomorrow. So there's that. And it's been a while since I've had Chad on. I think the last time I had him on was with it was me. It was the first Dara's hangout then. It was the first Dara's hangout then. It was with me, Miss Christie, and himself. Of course, that was the first time Putinbot was supposed to be on, but he had work issues, so he couldn't show. But at least he was able to tell me it wasn't going to be able to show. So he came on with her, and of course Steph had him on with Zio and the Pay It Forward, and then of course I had him on with, I think it was, that was the Pay It Forward. I had him on 2 Pay It Forwards. So the first Pay It Forward was just him, Zio, and me, because I do like being able to share that. I'm looking to maybe open that up to other people if they want to join, but it's always a tricky thing because a lot of people stream on Friday. So what can I do, right? I can only open the door. But he was the first one. There's one with himself, then one with him and Zio, and then one with him and Zio, and then Meg. But that was a bit of a mishap because she was supposed to be at 8 p.m., but she decided to show up early. So it was great all around. And so the show that Zio and Chad used to do themselves is Salty Show or whatever he calls it. That also started to involve Meg. So that's great. The point of doing Dara's Hangout Den and or the Pay It Forward or Dare Chat and soon to be Rumble Squared in November. It's all about connecting people and all the things that come with it, and just sitting down and having conversations about whatever. Because at the end of the day, I think that's one component we're kind of missing. And yes, you can go talk about all your different stuff, whatever is the news 24/7. I get that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do the thing I've been doing because it's been working out real well. And why not? Why not continue that faction that I've come to enjoy doing with so many people? Because I mean, I wouldn't. I gotta tell you, I wouldn't be here where I'm at without that connectiveness, right? I know now we'll say networking, all this stuff, but it's just that connectiveness, the connective tissue that brings us, all together to some degree. Networking just sounds like an IT issue. Yeah, I can't network with these people because they're not online. Oh man, I know too many words. But yeah, it's a fun time, and I look forward to tomorrow. I look forward to Friday, and of course I look forward to Saturday, which will have on me, Panda Sub 2000, the real Tomby, obviously. He was just in the chat not too long ago. And Alpha Zero Omega. It's been a while since I've had him on. He's a real cool dude who I've only had him on once, and unfortunately that's just the timing of it, right? Some people are on more than some people at once. It's just the timing of because he is 15 hours ahead, right? So Alpha is 15 hours ahead of me, so whenever it's night here, it's day there. So when we'll be doing it on Saturday at 7 p.m., it'll probably be more like Sunday morning hint for him. So but I still look forward to having them all on. And yeah, I will admit that these are people I've met and I know them to be a bit tech wise and stuff, but I just I thought it would be funny to do that sort of thing and bring them all together. But there's more than them. Obviously, there's more than them. But I thought it would just be funny to bring them together and talk about whatever. It's not going to be about just tech stuff because that'll get boring fast. Yeah, how does the IQ7 go? I don't know what that means. I'm just here to have fun, guys. You figure that stuff out. But yes, I'm looking forward to the Saturday, and of course, I haven't really picked a day yet, but I know for the Rumble Squared, I'm waiting on some people to kind of get back with me on the title looking, because there are a few people who are taking up that offer, and I appreciate it, and so on and so forth. And so when that happens, I know it will happen after the whole election stuff is done, because I don't want to. It's going to be Pompeii of disaster before then. So where's my calendars? October, sure. So sometime after the election, which is like 4 different Saturdays, and it will be on a Saturday. It's not going to not be on a Saturday. Saturday just works for people in general. So, but yeah, it's going to be on a Saturday. It's going to be after the election. I just haven't chosen which one yet because I'm not sure. Plus, I don't have the banner yet. And for those who don't know what the banner may look like, I've got to find my pictures. Leave that, and then bring up this. We gotta share it. So this is what is the ideal look. Now the 2 will be black, it'll be silver, and of course the Rumble will stay green, obviously because Rumble's green. But Rumble squared will be it'll be sort of my own version of Roundtable. I'll probably be inviting a lot of people I know just because, or at least a lot of people I know that use Rumble. But it is going to be open to people who don't use Rumble or have never been a guest on before, or people who are just interested in using Rumble. And maybe something great can come out of it, maybe not, I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's something I want to try. And I would just want to see if I can add a little something different, because again, there's still a lot of stuff Rumble's behind on. And I think I went over that last time when I saw the just trying to look up like what YouTube was like in 2016 or whatever. And I noticed that in the beginning of YouTube, they had a lot of things that Rumble does not have now. And that's a bit disconcerting. Not saying that there aren't issues that I don't know about, because there probably are. I know the current guy and his team who are in charge were not the same when they first started out. So there's that issue as well, because in a tech company, right? Oh, hold on, I'll take that off. In a tech company, right, you have people who start the building work, and then they do they start to build and work, and then all of a sudden they just they either get let go or they leave on to something better. And so the stuff they take with them, whether it was great or not, or mostly if it was just great, they kind of put a hole where they were at that previous place. I've got stories of that from plenty of jobs. But if you have a really good worker, right, let's just see that this. Yeah, that's true. Then you have columns that mess with your code and break stuff. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Where was that? But yes, then I've worked in places where you had a really good worker, and of course they sometimes ask for more pay or all this stuff, and they don't get it, or something else happens and they just leave because I'm worth more elsewhere, guys. You are not treating me well enough, so they leave. However, that also can leave a hole where they left it, and you have a lot of people scrambling to try to figure out what this thing is. Now, of course, they brought in Rick Rack, which is great, but there's still issues of things that Rumble doesn't have or needs to fix, whatever. And there's not really a place on Rumble to go to put that stuff in, and that's going to be one of the things to be brought up, is because YouTube, and I went to go look this up, it was in 2007, and so this is when Google was owning it, not before. They had a area where bug issues and stuff like that, they had that right on their website. The thing of it is, though, Rumble doesn't have that. Now you can have support, email support, whatever, but you really should be putting your stuff in a place like, these are the bugs, all this stuff, and they can go look through and say, okay, so this is the stuff and whatnot. But it's an interesting thing to see that it's just not there yet. I know, praise Rumble for its free speech stuff, but at the end of the day, your discrepancies are kind of hindering your ability. And this is about gifted subs, right? This is about gifted subs. This isn't about streaming at the highest, like 8K or whatever, 4K or whatever. The point of the matter being is the basic stuff, right? Being able to block a user or whatever, being able to flag a video or stream because bots or whatnot. and then having people look to that. There's a lot of things that still are left yet to be desired and get started. And so where they land on the roadmap, don't know. But it'd be nice to have some kind of general idea, because right now all we know is that shorts is coming sometime this year, uh, hopefully, and that's pretty much the basic for right now. So who knows? But Rumble Squared will be upon that part, and of course, people will come on, will have ability to say, okay, so this is what works for the show, this is what doesn't work for the show, kind of help build it all together, because again, 7 different people are gonna be a lot of voices, but you kind of need a good certain amount just to hear and all that stuff. So, but that's just something that's gonna happen in November that I want to try doing, and we'll see how it goes. That's all I can say, because I am not a professional in this field. Um, Probably why I'm not like all those other people who talk about the news of the day, and they get tons of views, and I'm doing whatever. But that's okay. The point of the matter is what I want to do with this is to have fun with it, to enjoy the people I get to meet, and for some odd reason, just to go from there. Like, yes, it would be nice to have uh, big people ever, like Chris Pavlovsky or whatnot, or just anybody in general. But at the end of the day, though, I like getting to talk to the. I know. I don't have to do the news today. It's just there's a lot of people who do, and yeah, I think we all could. That's why you're here, Steve. That's why you're here. Don't hurt yourself with that laser though. Just don't blind your eye out. That's the last thing I'd want from you. um, but yeah, I don't. I just can't. I just can't do um, that thing which um, gets a lot of views or gets a lot of followers or whatever. I just can't do it. I just can't do it because I'm not one. I'm not technically savvy. I got laser goals. Everything is in the wrong. You're seeing rainbows and it's not the right kind. Oh man. But yeah, and gaming as well. Like I can play games, but I'm not going to stream them. I mean, if I'm on a stream with someone who's streaming it, like like a multiplayer game, whatever. I almost said Fortnite. That's showing my hand. I was playing Fortnite a little earlier, and I lost almost every one of them. I'm just like, you know, you know, whatever. Um, but yeah, the point of this is just enjoy it and have fun with it. Everything else is a bonus. Getting to meet all these people and building a connection, a bridges, a path network of connections to different parts and different places. And just to been playing Concord, no, I don't have a PS5, so no, I only have a PC. But even if I did, the game didn't really interest me anyway. So I've just been playing. Let's see, the games I've been playing are the Black Myth one, which I even got past the first level. So that tells you how busy I am with other stuff, and Fortnite. But Fortnite's a little easier because it can be casual. Like you go in, like you can go into a match, and whether how long you last now is up to you. But you can do a match and that's it. You'll find it you find it rather hard to play now. Yeah, because I'm doing other stuff. I'm doing this. I'm doing making shorts. They pulled the oh yeah, for Concord, yeah. Well, they kind of threw themselves in that pit of despair. But they won't care. As long as they get paid either way, that's all that matters to them. What was that? Fortnite, yes. But I just play it casually. I have lost more than I won. Now, maybe one day I can play with others, like a quad or duo, whatever. But that's just dependent on the time. And a lot of people are playing the games that are out now. They're bringing the game in the desert, similar to how some people are buying it up as a as a souvenir thing to kind of hold, like, I got it before they shut it down, which, I mean, probably in 10 to 20 years could make a good collector's item, but it's, it is what it is. I just don't give a rat's behind about it because it's just a game. I have I have around 200 games on my Steam, and then you add all the stuff I have from my Epic Game Store and what I have from my GOG store. Yeah, there's not enough time in the day, especially when I want to do this more. There's just not enough time in the day, and I am behind on making shorts. Oh goodness, I have at least a woke defeat trophy. They won't care. They won because they got paid for it. Um, yeah, I usually try to keep a month's worth of shorts just on the backlog, but I'm falling behind. And shorts, while it's not always a fun thing, it can be interesting to do because I get to take bits and pieces of the time I was with somebody and just show that out there of that stream. Like I've put up a few. I still have. I put up a one with Alpha yesterday, talking about martial arts and all that stuff. Or we were talking about judo or something like that. And yeah, it was an awesome time having on. Again, this Saturday it will be just as fun because we'll get to have other three people who are sort of are techie, who get in the field of techie, you know. Um, but yeah, it's one of those things where I just don't have the time for it anymore. I'm either doing this or trying to take care of my health, so to speak. Um, I think we're gonna make it short of Tommy when he fell out of the boat and shit. Do it, and you laugh at his face like, "Oh, look, Tommy, old man can't play." Look, the old man can't play. Look at him go. He can't play at all. Oh, that's sad. That's sad right there. Um, yeah, that'd be too funny. Um, but yeah, if I'd make enough money, I would hire somebody to make shorts. I would have them use the. I'm not that mean, but it was funny. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta throw them under a boat or let them fall under a boat, whichever comes first. Um, but yeah, if I had enough money, I'd have someone make shorts of my stuff because it's just a time consumer. Uh, but I also know I don't make enough money for that to happen, so I'm not going to. But I'm trying to learn the process as I go because it's a fun process to learn. Like because using again, I'm using Opus.Pro, so how I'm doing it is, um, oh criminy, I think I should just show. I think I should just since it's just us here, Steve. I think I'm just gonna show what I do, or at least in making the. So we'll do a clip later. Hipcoda. Yay! Ah, God. Okay, now here we go. Boom, done. All right. So I gotta present it. Present it. Okay. So where am I? So I've got 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3 done. All right. So oh goodness, that one's a little nice. But I am trying to go through. So the total amount they gave me for shorts was about 48. Now I can't use them all because they kind of do tread over each other in a sense, but I will try to make as many possible because I do want to try to get as much out of the stream. Like same with uh Silver Fox, same with Divinity, and same with so many others. Now the ones previous before I actually got down to brass tacks and started to try to get more was um it was just taking the first few and then that's it. I messed up so many people's streams by doing that, so I've gotta do my best. But all right, we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you the process of how you do it. If it's boring, well, ask me questions. All right, so this one is Cheris Life's Most Famous Newscast. So we're gonna edit clip. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we can try. So So they have emoji things. I don't really like using those unless it's kind of a necessity. But then again, I am basic. I am basic at this. So of course, then you have the clean part where I can remove that. So when they tell you, I try to mix up the wording so it's not all one color all the way. Do that. When they tell you never know how precious the gift lives, you really don't. You tend to forget that because you get so caught up in other stuff. Can't imagine that not being the same. I'm gonna see what's all included in this transcribe. So this is how I do it. Yeah, that's understandable. I think I understand it. It's just a small wheel turning into the big wheel. So a short can lead you to the full stream, and that's what I see shorts as. Is they're like little bites of a stream that can lead you to the full. That can lead you to the full stream, so people will watch the full stream. But what do I know? I tend to forget. Okay. So let's just go ahead and see how it sounds, because this is with me. Okay. So I'm gonna get I don't want the Rumble Studio thing showing, but this is how it works. So I'm showing you the back end of what I do for this, and look at that back wall, right? Look how small the area was, and now look at it now. Look at all that. Look at the difference, right? Look at the whole difference. Anyway, let's get back to this. All right, let's listen to what I say. When they tell you never know how precious the gift of life is, you really don't. You. I need to see the sound part of it, because there's an empty space right there. So let's start over, huh? When they tell you never know how precious the gift of life is, you really don't. You tend to forget that because you get so caught up in other stuff. I think I may take that excess cropping and chopping. There he is, Steve, right there, coming in with the wind, cropping and chopping. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna take that excess out, because it's just a lot of dead air at this point. So what I'm gonna do is do that. I'm gonna do a split, right? I'm gonna try to get as close as possible, and then you'll see it. And then we're gonna go to here, and then we're gonna try to go just a little bit more. Okay, so let's see how it sounds now. When they tell you never know how precious the gift of life is, you really don't. You tend to forget that because you get so caught up in other stuff. And I can't imagine that not being the same. Okay. I need to get some coloring here, so we're gonna do that. So you just watch me how to do what I do with Opus. Like this is basically it. Like it'll take a section out. Oh, I've got to take that Rumble Studios part out. It'll take a section out of the stream. It'll give it a title, get all the stuff. It'll do a transcription of it. And sometimes you have to get the wording right. Sometimes you have to get the wording up and make sure that the wording is correct, or what sounds correct, or take out this like empty space right here. Which is another thing. But yeah, let's go back. Let's start over. I can't imagine that not being the same everywhere, because everyone has doing something. Yeah, I don't know if I should keep that in, because it's a breath point, like. So I probably will take that out because I want to keep going. So I'm going to split that up. We're going to carry that over. Little bit. Then I got to check over here and then carry that over a bit. This probably be the quickest one I've ever done, to be honest. This is what I should just do. I should make a stream about making shorts. A deal with a glass survey? I don't even know if I could, because they don't have. I mean, they have text stuff. Sure, they have text transitions, clip layout thing, caption. I mean, they have AI emojis, but I have no idea. I don't know if I even should use them, to be honest. Do you think that, Steve? Do you think that helps if I just use like AI emojis? Hold on, let me move that above. Yeah, I want that above instead of down here because you can see it up here. It's above my head. We'll do. Okay, let's do this. Do that, and we'll do at the end of it yellow, because there we go. Oh, well, something for the future to learn. Yeah, I am not that great. I was trying to talk to Vex about doing shorts, but she said it wasn't much of her forte. So I don't know. I don't know if I should talk to somebody else or not, to see what the price of that would be. Because if I could say, hey, would you take this stream and make as many shorts as you can from it, but make sure they make sense and that they stay within 60 seconds and blah, 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 blah. And also give me the transcript for it, because I need a summary from them. That'd be interesting, though. If someone could clip it, put it up, make a summary of it, and then hold on. Excuse me. But yes. Okay. So we've got that part. Doing something, whatever. You like to mention that not being the same everywhere. What? You didn't forget that because you get so caught up in other stuff. Oh, I gotta figure out where this part means. I can't imagine that not being the same everywhere because everyone is doing something or whatever. But that's just a process. I've always been like, tomorrow is not. I've always been like tomorrow is not guaranteed. I don't know if I should keep that in there. I think I'll need to take that out. Also, do I hear? Yeah, it's crickets. My window's open. I'll shut it. It is warm outside, but I have my window open. Okay, so I think I'm going to take out. So as we saw from the transcript, I'm trying to not do so or whatever because sometimes it misses it. But I think I will take this part out. I've always been like tomorrow is not guaranteed. I've always been because I don't want to say like tomorrow's not guaranteed. I want to be. I've always been like tomorrow's not guaranteed. I mean, I'm just taking out this, but that's just a process. Be grateful because and you see in the news all the negative stuff, all the stuff that doesn't lead anywhere to anything beneficial. It's just that's why I don't like because it just. What does it mean beyond the scope? Yeah, I think this is. I'll add that. Obviously, I want that part in. Now I'm gonna wait for it to do its whole thing. Yada 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 yada. And then I'll do the. There we go. That's how we'll end it. That's how we'll end the short. But oh, well, I know people make complaints about the chirping of the fire alarm. I'll open the window. There you go. If you love to hear crickets, there you go. But anyway, for those who are wondering what this is, I'm using Opus.Pro to make shorts, and I'm just kind of giving you behind the scenes of what I do with it. And so I think, so we'll go over the end. Wait. I do a breath there. I don't know if I should keep that or not. Because you can hear it, right? You can, because I want it to be continuous. Like you're responsible. Yeah, that's true. Either that or it's connected to power, but I digress. What do you think, Steve? Should it keep that breath part in, or does it then you go? Because you can hear it. Yeah. I think it might take. I'm trying to get rid of all the excess emptiness. At least I'll keep some emptiness, but I don't want to have too much because I want people to get through the so maybe like a second or two. If you hear it chop or not, it's not choppy. I mean, it's not choppy. It's just you just hear a breath right there. Like right here, you hear a small breath. So, and a smooth. Keep the sound balanced. Keep keep the sound balanced and smooth transition. Okay. All right. I don't know. Leave it alone. Um. Hey, what did they say? Did they say has or as? Did they say as? I think I'm saying has. Has. Everyone has. Yeah. Everyone has. Yep. You're called out. Yeah. We'll get there. I think it said has. We'll let it play out. But this should be has because it did say has, not is. Has. I don't know why. Everyone has doing something. I want to say it's as though. Not has, but as. Yeah. Has. I say has. You're the expert more than no, I'm no expert. I'm no expert, Steve. Look, I try my best with this stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it is the way it is. Um no expert here. Um I want to put a little right here. I've always been like tomorrow. I want to take that out. Let's yeah, I do. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Yes. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. All right. No worries. The link is still there if you want to join. So might as well. If the link is still in there, if you want to join, up to you. Is it changed for you? It hasn't changed for us yet. Ours doesn't change until November. When does yours change, Steve? No worries. Link is there. Link is there if you want to hop on. Okay, well, it's up to you. Or I forgot, but it's annoying. Yes, daylight savings time is annoying, but whatever. But no, it's up to you, K4. If you want to come on, the link is still in your DM, so hop on if you want. Um, okay, I can't. No, it's got to be red, and then that's be yellow. But you know what? You know that's just the process. I've always been like tomorrow's not guaranteed. Tomorrow never knows. Famous Beatles song. Gotcha. Yep. Muchas gracias, senor, since you're the mariachi man. Um, let's see. Where we at? Um, yellow. Uh,
Hey, you hearing me?
yeah. Oh, it's a little. It sounds like a fan in the background though. But no, I can hear you. How do I do this?
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah. No, you're fine. No, no worries. I kind of figured something was up, but yeah, at least now I know. So no worries there.
Yeah,
Uh,
no problem, man. Cause I
so
had I had this stream up looking at, cause I was streaming, right? I
yeah,
had it up and stuff, and I was looking at the time, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta end stream right now, cause it's coming around to that time, right?" But
yeah,
it appears that the whole daylight saving stuff, so the clock
yeah.
got pushed like an hour back. So
Jeez,
for
yeah,
me, it's just 7 p.m. just now.
Yeah, and the thing of it is I don't think and the thing of it is it doesn't end until till November, but it's like it gets darker much earlier, so why would you wait? End it, like just end it now. No, but yeah, I've been going through. I'm showing people how I make a short. So I use a program called Opus.pro. I know there's other ones out there, but I've been using this for a while, and trying to go through a short. Um, so when I do a short, right, and I don't
Oh,
know.
oh, you're making shorts. That's for what? Rumble?
No, I put them on both Rumble and YouTube.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, yeah. So I make a short, but I use a site called Opus.pro to make the short, and then I put it on both YouTube and Rumble, and so so what happens is I link to a stream, right? I link to a stream. Opus.pro takes that stream and it and uses AI, of course, to get certain stuff or whatever. Um, but then I have to do the rest of the part, which is like 10% editing right here. Like I have to do the 10%.
Yeah.
So, um, but yeah, the thing of it is though with doing the shorts, I try to at least keep the context as full as I can within the
Mm-hmm.
60-second limit, because YouTube you will have to have 60 seconds, or otherwise it doesn't count it as a short. So
Oh, if it
there's
goes
that.
over that, it's not a short.
It's
Got you.
it's a video is what they consider it as. Like even if it's just 101, they consider it a video. It's like, come on, seriously.
So wait, the text to the side, that's gonna be showing over your head when it's the video is playing.
What was that?
The text
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
side.
no, yeah, yeah. No, so this is the text. Yes, this is the text of what. So here, I'll just do a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty clean.
yeah. My thing is like shorts are a way of they're like small bites from the bigger meal, right? So I'm taking small bites from the meal and I condense them down to 60 seconds while keeping within the context of whatever is surrounding the area. And then I'm trying to give that to people so they'll go to the total stream and say, hey, I'm going to check this out because this is where it's at. Now, the total stream was part of a pay it forward stream with Alpha coming in after,
Yeah,
because Alpha's one of the people I've had on, and and so I'm just making a short from it. But it's all trying to keep within the 60-second. It's all trying to keep within context of what's being talked about. So and then we go from there. But I do try to like I'm not a professional. So don't look at this as like professionalism. Just look at this as like, ooh, the tools are nice. I get to do it and at least try to learn a bit. But it's not all bad. It's just at a certain point you're like, I don't want to be doing it anymore. Please.
yeah, it looks like it takes a lot of time too,
Oh yeah.
because
Yeah.
you probably had to edit it like where the text.
Someone shushed you. Uh-oh. K4 got in trouble.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I heard someone shush you though.
Yeah, I'm in the same room as my girl.
Oh. Well, tell her I apologize for yelling so loudly then. All right. What does Steve say? Steve said, I think shorts are like a fast preview of a vid. Click here to see how it's rolled. Yeah, exactly. The one thing that YouTube does pretty well is that during the process of when you upload a short, you can also connect to where that video is from. So that's part of that ordeal that YouTube is a little better at, but it's been around a lot longer. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
uh,
I think platforms like TikTok has mastered the whole short video thing.
yeah, and YouTube Shorts has kind of picked up on that, so they're kind of getting there. Uh,
Yeah,
TikTok was the number one, and dear goodness, was it like it's like watching Candy Crush all over again. Huh. But let's see, where am I at?
yes, their algorithm. It's pretty easy to get covered on it.
Yeah, I gotta clean that up. Okay, so it removes pauses stuff. Um, let's see. No, I gotta do that whole because it's 24/7, not 24. So I gotta do the whole. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see. All right, put that up there, and I'm trying to keep the Rumble Studio thing out because it's because he isn't saying anything. That's why it's on Phil because he isn't saying anything.
Oh,
Um, yeah, because there's different layout functions that you can choose.
what's the
And
name of this website?
Opus.pro.
It's free.
So they have a free trial, but there's a point where you have to pay for it. So um, it's opus.pro. They have a free trial, but it's the basic bare minimum is like 9 a month, and so you get 2.5 hours per time you pay for the plan, the monthly
Yeah,
plan. So
that's
that's
not
what,
bad.
yeah, that's what I do. But most of my streams sometimes go a little over that. But the amount it can go to is like 3 hours. So the amount you can clip for right now is just at 3 hours. You can't go over that,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But anything beneficial, just anything beneficial. That's I think I should just take the just part out because it doesn't make sense to have there. So let's listen to it again.
I'm checking it out right now.
Yeah. No, I mean, even if you only try it once for the free trial and then leave, at least you got an idea of it. Because again, the tools alone make it worth it, right? Like the AI does the big stuff, but all you're doing is using the tools that they have and kind of making it work for you. Because that's what I do. I just try to find the as much of the context as I can, and then try to whittle it down to there to fit it in the 60 seconds. Um,
Oh, so they use AI to what, take the context out of the clip automatically, or what?
so what you do is you link to a full stream up to 3 hours, obviously, and then it will go through that and it will transcribe like you see here, right? Like here, let me pull this up. Section. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it will transcribe the whole stream. It will
Mm-hmm.
transcribe. Now, obviously, you have to go through and get some stuff, make sure everything's right, like it doesn't capitalize stuff or some of the words might be wrong.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, that's the other 10% of doing this, right? That's the other 10%. This is where you can put your flavor in because there's a whole debate of AI or whatever. So at that point, it's just I'm doing it. Did 90% of the work, collecting, going through all this stuff. I'm just getting the information correct and trying to make sure everything fits and all that stuff. That's the 10%. But I mean, but to have all these tools right here, I mean, to split and do all that stuff on the go, I
Yeah.
can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Um,
It's pretty clean.
yeah, and they keep updating after periods and periods of time. Like they have so much stuff right here. AI, B-roll, upload logo, all this stuff. It's insane. Um,
Oh, I'm viewing it right now. It's saying our algo works best for talking videos,
yes. So
so
now,
gaming videos won't work too well
yeah,
with it.
there's Eclipse. I know there's Eclipse that's for gaming, but at the end of the day, I don't do gaming much, so this looks pretty well. Um, but yes, let's see.
But the
Okay.
platform has been pretty good. In all honesty, I've been here for like what, 2 months now.
Oh, the Rumble.
Yeah,
Okay, there we go.
I mean, I joined it back in 2022,
Mm,
and the UI wasn't like this, so I didn't really stick around.
yeah, yeah, and the issue of it is people are still complaining about the UI, but obviously it will get there. It's just there's a lot of other things too that could be up, but right now it's a lot of first off, it's a lot of guesswork of okay, so what is their roadmap? What are they working on next? Why aren't things from here to here on the app? Because I know a lot of people are asking for stuff on the app, whether it be iOS or Rumble, and then of course you have Rumble Studios and the issues it have, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, because I don't think even the ability to stream on consoles. I don't think people are able to stream on consoles here,
Not yet, but they do have the Xbox One.
but they have the Xbox One.
Yes, they have Xbox that's not streamable, but you can watch through it. So you can't
Oh.
stream from it, but you can watch through it. But we'll see how long that lasts with how Xbox and Microsoft and all that stuff is going down.
But it would definitely be a good thing for them to implement that down the line.
I'm pretty sure they will. It's a wondering of what is their roadmap, right?
Yeah,
I don't care if they don't give dates. I know that can be a juxtaposition, but we need something. Yes, that's what we hope for, but we need something more. I know they just put out shorts, or they said shorts was coming this year. That's great. We need a directional point, but we need more than that. Okay, so
yeah.
what
I
about
think there should be some more clearer communication between all of this, like
yeah.
updates to the platform and stuff like that. Instead of it just being tweeted on Twitter, here's something to look at XYZ. Yeah,
Why aren't they doing communication through their own platform? I'll never get it. I'll never. I will say that it possibly could be coding because the person who's there now was not there at the beginning, and so he's dealing with someone else's coding that could be a mess. But at the end of the day, there's a lot more that needs to be done. And while the whole debate thing was great, those numbers were great. Let's keep cracking on because that's a stepping stone. We need more than that. And
that's true.
I know Chris came out earlier today on a tweet saying, I know Rumble has its deficiencies and people want more about money, but he's more about the free speech. That's great. But we also need a platform that people will work well with. We need to give people a reason to come from YouTube, not to have to go back to YouTube. And
Yeah,
obviously,
that's true.
that's a long road, but for right now, there are certain things that work in its favor. It's just the tech updates need to get better. Like Rumble Studios needs more updates. Rumble platform gets more updates. As he says, they got a difficult uphill battle as the powers that be will. Yeah, that too. But at the end of the day, updates shouldn't fully rely on that sort of thing. It needs to get up there. It needs to be seeing more and more. Anything beneficial? Did I? Okay, do that right there. Come on, get up there. Get up. Oh gosh dang it.
But yeah, I totally get what you're saying. If they had that roadmap and it was clear and it was like somewhere to be found, all right, it
Yeah.
would really, push people to say, all right, seems like the platform has some big plans for itself or stuff like that.
Well, yeah, because Kick not too long ago put out its own roadmap. So even though it was a bit messy, to be honest, it wasn't anything big. But my question is, okay, so why can't we have something? We know in the works that the Rumble locals thing is going to be more integrated, so that's great. We need some bits and pieces that locals has that Rumble doesn't. Memberships on Rumble are great to have, but they don't really do much. You can't do members only streams or subscriber only streams, so that needs to be a thing on Rumble, and they don't have it now. Your locals has it, but they don't have it. So
Yeah, that's true because I was checking it out. All right, the whole subsection of the website, right?
mhm,
Like, all right, you're able to subscribe, but the only thing that you really get is that you support the creator, which
mhm,
is a big thing.
yeah,
But the other thing is just having a little badge and maybe special emotes, and that's
yeah,
it,
yeah,
right? So a lot of people just won't really feel, any to differentiate from the normal audience. All right, I'm a sub. And there's not any big difference. There's no exclusive streams like on locals or anything like that. So it just feels, like nothing really comes from it besides just supporting the streamer.
yeah. And of course, the whole creator gets the whole amount, so that's another great bonus point. But there
Yeah.
needs to be members only streams. I know a lot of people are asking for gifted subs, but that can be a give or take moment. It's just there's a lot to there's a lot needing to be done, and it feels like they're either the coding of the previous person who was at the beginning or whatever is kind of creating a difficulty. We don't know. There's no
Oh, so they
conversation.
they got a new developer.
No, no, no. So the Rick Rack, who's been there for about 18 months, was not there at the beginning with at Rumble in 2013. So whoever was there at the beginning part had left at some point, and so they brought in Rick Rack. Now Rick Rack is dealing with the previous person's coding and stuff, so they kind of have to reverse. So whenever someone leaves a company, or whatever, if they're really good, or whatever, they tend to have information that the new person is not going to have, and so
Yeah,
you have to do this whole reverse engineering and all this stuff, and that just takes a lot of time. But I don't
yeah,
know if that's the answer or not. Like we don't we
yeah.
need a
We're not
more,
too sure.
yeah, we need a more a clear bet. Let's go to the next thing tomorrow.
Yeah, all right. Because even all right, so even things, all right, simple things.
Mhm,
For example, the whole banner section on Rumble.
mhm,
There's not a explicit guideline that says, "All right, use X by X for building your backsplash or whatever." You
mhm.
just have to go off a wild guessing game or Google and see what works for other people.
Yeah,
So it doesn't give you any, set size that, all right, this works best on our website. Because if you put certain big file sizes, I realize that it ends up getting compressed and the quality looks terrible.
yeah. I mean, that's I've heard those stories from YouTube from a lot, where the compression is the ordeal, and it's not as truly good. Um, but yeah, it's just a lot of different things. That's why I'm doing my whole Rumble Squared November, is try to do a different take, more formal, not like formal wear, but more formal, just like the process of. And then, of course, people will be able to add or say, this works better than this on the show and that sort of thing. Because building it alone on like an island is not going to work out well. So, um,
Yeah, I totally understand that.
so
But so far,
yeah,
the community on the platform, it's pretty good.
yeah.
People are pretty kind on here, you know.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. There's still a lot of hubbub, but at the end of the day, uh, I still I still support Rumble. I still want to see it grow. Uh, I, I'm trying to do it in a more positive, constructive way rather than just people tear down and tear down and tear down and just like, because that's not going to do very much. But to help it move in a more positive motion is where I'd rather go. But it requires a connection to someone at Rumble to say, "Hey, can we sit down and have a conversation?" Because I really think if there's a more productive, positive note to have a conversation, I would rather have that than have someone come in and say, "You all are effing wrong. You all are this, and this, blah." No, let's just sit down and have a conversation about it. What can we do better?
Yeah, that's true.
Better before I end up coughing my lungs out. Don't cough your lungs out, please. All right. Well, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I don't care about the small. It's under 30, you know, under 36 seconds. And I know there's like breath points, so we're just gonna keep it as is. I'm gonna save it. That's
Get
what
that
just
get that shorts up. Yeah, I really am looking forward to Rumble Shorts. I'm hoping that the whole discovery will be a little better on the platform because what I'm trying to do right now is completely grow the audience from Rumble exclusively.
mhm,
So not trying to find them on different platforms and stuff like that. So just to build a solid base where you have a dedicated community on the
mhm.
platform.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I know part of it is the searchability thing. I know that's not to you search by name, but you don't search by wording or whatever. So that still needs to get better. And I know a lot of people still complain like, "Oh, I've been on there. I haven't got many views, whatever." My thing for this whole creation is when I first started out, there was barely any discoverability. There was barely anything of that sort. They didn't have they didn't have the algorithm they're having out now. So you kind of had to do the whole networking route or connective route or whatever. And I just invited many different people on, like yourself, of course, and like my previous guest yesterday and so many others, and just, hey, dashboard, hello, how are you? Um, and hold on, Setting. I'll just do that later. I'm not gonna worry about that. Um, but no, I did this through sort of organic, meeting people, asking them come on, doing all that stuff because that was the only way. Well, after I did all my gaming stuff, which really didn't turn out well, it was just sort of the way to do it, right? Um, and all that stuff. So I, I I know people will be like, "Oh, I'm gaming." Many
Mm.
people have to understand whether it be YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, doesn't matter. A lot, a lot of people are gaming. What
Yeah,
makes you the difference?
that's honestly really true. What
There,
makes you stand out?
I'm a weird random guy. Well, you're a weird English random guy. That's what you are. You're English. And the same for like podcasts, right? There's millions and millions of podcasters out there in multiple different countries. What makes them any different? There are millions of people talking about Star Wars and Star Trek and so on and so forth. What makes them any better than the other person? You kind of have to figure out a way to sell yourself. Like, not in that sense, but still. I mean, what? Because you're not going to go find a Star Wars person talking about something that another Star Wars person hasn't talked about, or they haven't deep down the lore or whatever. There's there's already too many people talking about it. Same with me, right? I'm pretty sure there are probably other people doing what I'm doing, but I haven't seen them, at least by
Yeah,
the people I follow. But
yeah,
doing this on Rumble because it's in its early stages and whatnot, I get my foot in the door, and so that way I build and build and build and keep building, whether they're returning people or new people. It doesn't matter.
yeah. That's true. And at the same time, you're mastering your craft because I'm sure when you started out, um, the direction might have not been so clear, but it's becoming clearer and clearer as you go by.
It wasn't well, yeah. I will agree it wasn't clear because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just like watching other content creators and then they said, "Oh, just take a camera whatever and start doing something." I was like, all right." Beating around the bush whatever and not having the courage to do it. And then one day I just decided to get a camera, not this one but a different one, and I already had a like a Samsonite little ball microphone and I just did like I just did when I did the icon, you just saw an icon and then I just do like down to my hands so you saw my hands. It wasn't until sooner or later until I got like a hat um, that like my glasses and stuff was sort of comfortable showing my face. But at the end of the day, yeah, it is sort of like Bill McGrath. Again, I wasn't doing shorts at first. I was doing this first. Uh, Cam soon. Wait, Trina. Oh, she's speaking in class. Okay. Oh, we'll not disturb her. Okay. He said he's getting a cam soon, but not you in my headphones. Me. Oh, uh, that's confusing. They killed Star Wars anyway. Yeah, but people still talk about it. So is it dead? Is it? Is it dead? I mean, you know, we still talk about dead celebrities at times, but not a lot, right? Like who still talks about Betty White? Betty White's been dead for over 2 years. No, his girl is in class. His girlfriend is in class.
Yeah.
That's the
So
fact.
yeah. So what I was saying is, I think. Wait, did he go mute or not?
No, I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here.
So I'm saying, yeah, I'm gonna get a whole camera soon. What I was thinking is because you're able to use like the iPhone camera as a
Yeah,
camera. So I
yeah,
was thinking instead of getting like a $50 camera, which it would look terrible, probably just use the camera on that. Like get a little tripod, set it up, plug it into
sure.
the computer, and just set it up and have a really nice camera.
Mm,
Because I feel like when you have the camera, people can see like reactions and stuff like that, so it will
yeah,
be a little more interactive and stuff like that. So
yeah.
yeah,
And they can also read you a bit better, like just your emotional presence and all that stuff. I
yeah,
think,
the whole energy.
yeah. Um, what was it? Yeah, and I mean this camera right here, it's a Logitech. It's a Brio 500, and on the website where they sell them on Logitech, it's like it's 100 something. I went to Amazon and I got it for like $70. I think. A distracted. So yeah, there's that. I have a like a $30 microphone I bought off Amazon. I'm
I mean,
maybe
the
one.
camera looks really good though.
Yeah, this does 1080. There's a next one up that does 4K, but that's close to 200, so that'll be a long while off. Um, but yeah, I had one before, it was like a C920 or whatever. I'll just show you the site, to be honest, so that way you can have a legit. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to go here. So this is the site logitech.com. And so I go for webcams.
Yeah.
So, okay, so these are the webcams they have, right? Now, this is the webcam I have right here. This is a Brio 500. Now, it says 99, but you could go to Amazon and probably find it at a cheaper price. But this goes up to full HD 1080 web light with light correction, auto framing, and show mode. So show mode means is that you can flip it down and you can
Yeah.
show like your drawing and stuff. But yeah, I mean, against like those high end ones, which are like $1,000, $100 pales.
Honestly, honestly, it looks really good. That's the camera you got on right now, right?
Yes, that's the camera I have out now. But I had,
Especially when it's smaller, like, or you see the frame it's in right now, right? It looks really high quality now.
yeah, you don't need 4K for now. Yeah, of course, I don't need 4K for now. That's later on in life. But this was the one I had before. I gotta find it. Oh, here it is. This is the one I had before. This is the C920's Pro HD webcam. I still have it, to be honest. It's like $60. For $60, you get a full 1080, you get a privacy shutter, all that stuff. Oh, here you go. Here's the descriptor for it.
1080p at 30 FPS.
You know, HD
Not too
glass
bad.
lens. Yeah, I mean, you probably could find it cheaper on Amazon, but still, um, I bought it. I can't remember if I was at Amazon first and I bought it or whatever. I actually still have that camera. So, uh, if you want a camera, um, I still have it. And tell me what you want to pay for it if you want. That's up to you. Um, but yeah, I've gone to here, and of course this site has many more, but this is the ultimate one. Oh, what is that one? Stream Cam. Nope. But this is the ultimate one. This is the MX Brio. This is with 4K HD collaboration and streaming webcam. So it is
Yeah,
closer to,
that's an overkill.
yeah. But that will be one day in the future,
Yeah,
just,
probably when you're at 100K.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's $200 though, so that's nothing compared to all those other cameras that cost thousands upon thousands of dollars. This is a
That's true.
better, this is a better deal than anything, and this is a USB, isn't it, or is it C? What's the details?
I guess built-in cameras don't do the trick.
Mm-mm. Oh, so it's a US. So it has a detachable USB-C to USB-C cable supporting USB 3.0. Okay, so it does. Okay, so it's USB-C, but I have an adapter for that. That's fine. But yeah, this is the one day sort of thing. But I mean, if you're ever interested in this site, it's just logitech.com. And they sell headphones, they sell a whole bunch of stuff, which I haven't touched on any of this other stuff. It's just been webcams. But yeah, um, but yeah,
I'll definitely take a look into it because I really need one.
I'm glad I got mine. I just got the black one. So this is the one I have, or graphite, whatever they call it. Um, but yeah, and especially, and again, if you're looking on here and you see it full price, go to Amazon and you may be able to find it lesser price. But yeah, this is the camera I have, and um, my microphone is Maona. That's what it says. Um,
Yeah, I recently picked up one of those Elgato Wave DX, I think it's called. Yeah, I still haven't put it together yet, but I hear it's a good mic.
yeah, there's a lot of good mics for a good cheap price, and again, you have the whole internet to look it up. So always look at the reviews, and try to decipher for yourself what works. But at the end of the day, you do what works best for you. Um, Uh, hold on. I gotta into sign not working. Link is pinned. Follow. Oops. Follow there. Yeah, the YouTube side is not working, so I don't know why. And I'll just give you a quick sign. Here's the YouTube side. It's basically what I got over here. Don't know why it's not working, but whatever. I'll upload it later over there. Yeah, I'll upload it later over there. But anyway, but yeah, I get why some of these people do like the high end stuff,
Yeah.
whatever. But what kind of cameras are the big guys using? I don't. They're like thousands of dollars. Like one I heard was like 1,500 for one. Um,
Only 1,500.
1500s. Maybe. I know one was using like a high end Sony. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, they're just high end thousands of dollars cameras. They're not, anything.
Oh, so it's actual cameras.
That I think so. I'm not too sure. Uh, but I know they're expensive as hell, and I don't want to have to spend thousands of dollars to stream. So why would I? Um,
Yeah, like a Canon 90D.
yeah, and those things are,
Yeah, it's like
they'll break.
$1,000. Like what?
I just showed you a camera that was 4K streaming, all that stuff for $200. What's the better deal, right? You probably most stuff only goes up to 4K anyway when you're
Yeah,
streaming. So why would you go any farther than that?
and
I
and majority of the times, folks are gonna watch your stream in either 720p or 1080p.
Yeah, because sometimes they can't handle it. Yeah, oh yeah, bigger, like Canon stuff or Sony. Yeah, of course. Um,
You
yeah,
said
I
only a OnlyFans user needs something that crazy.
well, again, I'd only go up to the MX Brio, and that would be it. Because there's no reason to go beyond that. 4K, that's the end of the road until the computing gets up to that par. The only other portion would be to, set aside money for computer parts. Because, stuff breaks, and I've had my computing stuff for quite some time. So
I've,
you're like, please, dear Lord, please let everything.
I've only built this like a year now. It's been a year and a couple
Mhm.
months. Yeah, everything in this rig. I just got everything since last year. I went
Mhm.
with AMD.
Mhm.
It hasn't been bad so far.
Um, I'd like what do you say? I'd like a 4K camera for 3D. I don't know if there are cameras for scanning 3D models. I thought you'd have to have like a multiple cameras for that because you need like a 3D in depth sort of thing.
Yeah,
But
just use your iPhone camera. I think it
true.
can. Yeah, I think it has because it has a lidar sensor on the back.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, probably the newer ones, not the because I have a 7, so I don't think that has it.
Oh yeah. I don't think, but I think like from the 13 up, they have lidar sensors, so you can do like 3D face mapping and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I know when they put out their Apple Pro Vision, it would do like you could do like a sort of 3D scan of your face. It wasn't perfect, but uh, oh, here he says you can scan using grammetry, photogrammetry. I see. And it says you take many images and they join. Yes, there's actually a guy who's a photographer and he uses Unreal Engine for some of his work. So what he did was, is he some project he was working on. He took uh, he went to Norway, someplace in Norway, and he took pictures of like areas surrounding whatever. He took a picture of like this red housing sort of thing. You know how the look of it, and he um he did so many pictures of it. He did like multiple pictures of the as low as he could get, as high as he could get, and all this stuff. He just the whole 360 around it. And when he went got back home or whatever, he uploaded all those pictures and he put it into Unreal Engine, and it made a 3D model out of I've scanned these things.
The 2D images.
Yeah, the 2D I've scanned these. Yeah, I'm wondering if I can find him. Nope. Unreal Engine. Why do I spell engine wrong? That's just not. There we go. Engine. Trying to find if I can't see him, because there was a gentleman who took. I can't remember his name, but he took pictures of a red house. Just gonna find him. Nope. Nope. But yeah, Unreal Engine is just crazy. Unreal Engine, red house, nor. Don't know if I can find it.
Not seeing anything.
In the right conditions, you can get quite a good result. Yeah, sure. No, I'm just trying to find the video I'm looking for, but I can't remember his name. And
I'll be back real quick.
okay. Yeah, I'll just show you what I'm seeing. Okay. Oh, I got a presentation. Boom, boom. All right. Where is he at? I think he's like Unreal Engine tutorial or something like that. Wait. Here it is. Here. Right, this guy right here. I'm not going to play his video. Okay. But this guy right here, William Foucher. Right, if you can see it. What he did is he did photogrammetry, as you stated, and he went to a place there. He's taking pictures all around, and then he went to this red house or something like that, and he just took pictures, as many as he possibly could, of it. Yeah, so you see right that he took as many pictures as he could of it, and I believe so. These are all the pictures he took of it, of this house. Scan using drones. That's true. LiDAR. I know people do LiDAR with that. Yeah, photogrammetry. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, this guy, William Foucher, he took all these pictures, right, and he uploaded it into Unreal Engine. And I'm trying to find. So, out of all the pictures, so he took all those pictures, and in Unreal Engine, he constructed a 3D model out of it. So this is all the pictures of the house that he took, and this is, you can see all the pinpoints and stuff where he took and stuff, and this is about as big as it gets. And I remember seeing him do that, because you can calculate the model and stuff and all that, and he made a huge 3D model of the house. I mean, he didn't color it. This is that wooden house that had no color. I better subscribe so I can find him later. But yeah, this 3D model is built off of so many pictures of just one house. And again, where's that? This is the house. This is the house right here. Yeah, I mean, that's how you build a 3D model of, hold on, that's not the one you said. Yeah, you build a 3D model of it by taking so many pictures, and then I probably should. There we go. My camera may be older, 12MP does well. Oh, okay. But yeah, he just did all that, and then he went into Unreal Engine. Again, he's using Unreal Engine to do this. He went in. He did some changes to some of the pictures so he could make it well, and then at a certain point, the engine just built a 3D house out of all those pictures. What is he saying? Then it can be imported in a game software. Even yeah, exactly. This is what he's doing with Unreal Engine. So he did all that. He puts that in. He adds some extra stuff, right? Look, this is him adding extra stuff. He's cleaning up areas. He's adding extra rocks and whatnot. You can see he's doing stuff here. And of course, he's still there taking pictures of other places as well. But here's the house. So he's practically built a 3D modeling of that house there. So what he's doing, he's creating the scan, right? This is the end result of what he makes in Unreal Engine. Now the house part is real, but everything else is a bit made up. You see all this stuff. These are the pictures he took, whatnot. And so he's going through the assets that Unreal Engine has, and he's taking rocks and all this stuff from the marketplace, because there's some that's free and some you buy. And so he's taking bits and pieces. He's making this huge water area and whatnot, and then he's he's buying different pieces off of. Some of it is free, some of it is you have to pay for. Ocean system for rendered cinematics, so you have a whole ocean area he's done, and all this stuff, and you see the rockway and all that. So he's put his 3D house up there that's been built using all those pictures, the photogrammetry. Oh really? Oh, that's nice. I once did a door to church. See, there you go. Building 3D model of a church door. And he's got the water, he's got all these mountains and stuff. And just look at that in Unreal 5. That is incredible. That is incredible. But he's adding stuff. He's adding rocks. He's adding different pieces here and there to make it look more real. And I'm just going through. So there's lighting stuff he goes through. Like ultra dynamics guys. So there are some things you do buy in Unreal Engine. But at the end of the day, though, it does work. Hey, UB Legend, what up? What up? Just going over stuff. And then what he does some extra stuff here and there. Again, I'm not going to play the video. But you can see he's already getting his stuff in by adding those rocks and bits and pieces and the sky dynamic and the water dynamic and all this stuff. And that's his 3D house right there. Took me forever to try to spell that name, and I failed. Wait, Grammetry or UB Legend? You just call him UB for short. UB, natural as can be. All right, and he's working on the lighting factor. So this is actual place, right? This is actual place. Look at all those mountains. This is of Norway, because he went to Lofoten. I think that's how you sound it out. He did all that. So, but this is the dynamic of the 3D modeling. So he has to add the roof and do all this extra stuff. So he's taking it, and then so he's painting the house. So it used to be no color, so he's giving it a red color because there were some red houses there, and Lofoten. And he's working on bits and pieces here and there, coloring and whatnot. So you can see this painted, and look at that. This is just what the power of Unreal Engine 5 can do. Don't misconstrue on that. And then you see all this other stuff here. Mountains. He's making mountains out of molehills. So Gaia, the future of terrains. That's a download, and so you can do all this stuff. That's just too incredible. And some of it you still have to buy though. My guest is on. He had to step away for a bit, and we're just kind of going through stuff, talking about how a guy took pictures, did photogrammetry of a house in Norway, and made a 3D model of it using Unreal Engine, because he had to use a lot of pictures. And I'm just kind of going through bits and pieces of what he did to get the final product. So he's making mountains, all this stuff. I'm not playing the video, obviously, because I am streaming on. Well, I'm not even streaming on YouTube, to be honest, but I'll put it up later. I'm streaming to YouTube, but YouTube isn't there right now, unfortunately. And so he's doing adding extra bits to the top of the roof and all that stuff. And you can see I'm doing that here. You can see the house is almost done. It's got mountains. It's just a single house by itself. And he's adding more rocks, more foliage, and all that jazz. It's a lot of work. Like, this is more work than I could ever possibly do myself. So don't get any bright ideas. But yeah, this is sort of getting close to the final result we see. He's doing more stuff here, adding more foliage there, and he's doing the rendering. Now, rendering can take forever because I think he's making a small video out of it. Let's see. I'm gonna have to try go out and scan stuff like this again. Yeah, I mean even a boulder or something small can be of point. Additional cameras and radio linking their shutters and all that. I mean, you can still do like the one snapshot and multiple views of the rock, and I think that still work. But you do okay rendering. So he's rendering that clip. He's going here's the compression, all that's multi-layer, all that stuff. He's trying to get that whole look. More samples are necessary when there's a lot of motion blur. So I'm guessing that he's talking about in the picture making. R.raytracing.geometry. Prevents foliage shadows from disappearing. You can copy paste from description. Oh, okay. So that's just down here. And all that stuff. We're almost there. And so, what was it? There's a before, after. So there's a small clip. So it shows the before and after of all the lighting and stuff. Fielder 12 MP camera I use are on eBay for like £100 a unit. So I can probably set up a network of them on the cheap. True. I don't know what £100 is into the USD, but anyway. But yeah, this is him. He's making it. This is the final result. Look at that. It looks like a real place, right? Like all the lighting, all the after we've done all of that work for like 27 minutes, almost 28 minutes, it looks like it's a real place. That's just the power of Unreal Engine 5. It looks like a real place, and it was pretty impressive. But yeah, he's also a tutorial guy for Unreal Engine, so there you go. But if you want to know, he's William Foucher, something like that. And that was like 2 years ago. So, but yeah, it was pretty cool when I saw that. But yeah, that's just showing off the small capabilities. Takes out of together. Yeah, I don't know how long it took him for the program. I didn't see, but when you can take a 100 to 1,000, couple hundred photos to 1,000 photos, and you're able to make a 3D model out of that just using those pictures, and you can throw it into you can throw it into you can throw it into Unreal Engine, and it makes the model out of that. Hats off to you. Hats off to you. Um, I don't think I'd be able to do that, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. I just wanted to show that off because I was like, where is that stuff at? I can't remember where that stuff is at. And all that stuff, but okay. He hasn't come back yet. He's been long for a while. Hey, did he get lost? He's in the bathroom. But anyway, but yeah, it's interesting to look and watch at. I didn't know that's what it was called. It was called photogrammetry. It's an interesting, expensive hobby. Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's probably expensive. He had probably a lot of different cameras and stuff, and just paying for the marketplace stuff and Unreal Engine is not cheap either. So I wouldn't do it. I've not messed with it. I tried messing with Blender. It didn't work out, and tried messing with Unreal Engine. Yeah. But okay. I'm looking at a masterpiece in motion there, UB Legend. Come on. Come on, man. Don't be trying to trip on me like that. What up? What up? Well, you been coming to my house, y'all, dog. You trying to mess me up? Don't mess me up. UG Blender is scary. Yeah, it's free though. So, I mean, people are gonna go for free more. I mean, Unreal Engine is free to a point, and I think it's like you have to make like $1 million before it's not free. Blender too much. I only Blender too much when I got some fruit and veggies, man. Fruit and veggies. Um, oh goodness, but but yeah, it's just an interesting to learn about, and maybe one day I'll be sharp enough to do something like that, or I'll just leave it alone. But yeah, I really wanted to show that because it was just an interesting thing when I saw. I was like, this guy is doing that with that. How is that possible? This is insane. Because I was looking how I found that was I was trying to look up tutorials how to use Unreal Engine, and then I was like, I found that and I was like, that's awesome. Basic things like file type conversion stuff. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, you work with what you have and all that jazz. So, oh, where was that? But yeah, definitely something to look at, and especially with talking to him about Opus.pro, whatever. But yeah, I uh, I totally missed out on the first hour. Yeah, I know they do lidar with drones too. It's just he didn't have a drone it looked like, so he had to do everything. Because I'm pretty sure if he had a drone, they used it in your crane to log and record all the city destruction. Yeah, I can see that. If he had a drone, I don't doubt he would have not had to add extra stuff to the roof. He would just been able to, you know, use the pictures and stuff to make that roof and all that jazz. But it still probably would have been messy. It probably still would have been somewhat messy and not clean because you can get all that choppiness in there. I would imagine because you would need. I would think if you were just take a pit, make a 3D model of a real flower, right? You would probably need to take almost close to 100. I'm guessing you could pre-program the drone and GPS waypoint, possibly, but that would be asking for a lot more trouble than one wants. So the but yeah, if you were to take a picture of a flower, right, you'd have to take a picture, almost close to 100 different pictures of that one flower in order to get at least close enough to being reasonably light looking 3D, and then you'd have to go in and kind of clean up stuff. But I mean, we can use Unreal Engine for that. That's pretty awesome. Are you still there, K4? I think you may have left for good. Flowers don't tend to do so well, and that's understandable. Uh, what else can you do? You'd probably just have someone render a flower and then use that. Uh, they are thin and move in the wind. That's what they tell me. I'm thin and I blow in the wind. He's thin and he blows in the wind. Could use a CMM. I don't know what a CMM stands for, but it sounds interesting. For the four flowers. Possibly. I don't know what CMM stands for. Maybe Steve does. Maybe Steve knows what CMM stands for. And all that jazz. Sounds like computer something magic maker. There we go. Computer magic maker. Coordinated measuring machines. Okay, so that's what CMM means. Okay, coordinated measuring machines. A coordinated measuring machine is a device that measures the geometry of a physical object by sensing discrete points on the surface of the object with a probe. Various types of probes are used in CMMs. Oh, okay. Apparently, okay. They look expensive and non-portable, so I think it might pass. So is it like Is it like a containment area, sort of like the 3D printer press? Instead of 3D printing, it just has like cameras on many angles and just takes, just does like because so I saw the movie Gran Turismo, right? And so the weird, oh, that's right. I was about to get to that too, Dash. There was a movie based upon the game Gran Turismo, and for the game they take many different cars and many different parts, and they scan those cars with like a 3D lasering thing. Yeah, that's then. I don't think we need a 3D imagery of the inside. Basically, get scanner makes 3D models. Yeah, because they on the polyphonic, whatever that company's called, they had like a handheld 3D scanner, so it had like lasers on the end, and they'd go over the whole car, back and forth, and try to get as much as possible. Yeah, no, I did watch it. I watched it twice, I believe. And just the way that the company Polyphonic goes about scanning actual cars and trying to get them to look right and sound right and all this stuff, it was incredible. It's a Japanese company. And I don't know if the guy who was in the movie was the actual creator or not, but Polyphonic goes around and they scan actual cars and all this stuff. Yeah, of course they're going to be expensive. They have to have a lot of computing power in there. But they scan the car. I watched it on Netflix. Yeah, I saw it in theaters. I saw it in theaters both times. I don't have Netflix anymore. Too expensive. If you are making a part for a car, it's great to make. Yeah, there you go. See? Yeah, instead of using like tape and measure. 100,000? Holy crap. 100,000. That company could probably afford it, to be honest. But when you're able to scan a whole car to a degree, now it'd be nice if you had you could take it into like an area and you'd have automated scanning of the car all around. But I think they want to try to get as in depth as possible so let's see if I can't find the company. So I think it's Polyphonic. Polyphony, that's it. Polyphony Digital. I have to stick so many motion capture dots on the car. It looks sick, or it's a dummy. That's interesting because they didn't have those dots. Yes, some devices use a little slicker. Yeah, I didn't see that with the polyphony. Here we go. Here it is. So this is the name of the company. There we go. So Polyphony is an internal Japanese first-party video game development studio for PlayStation Studios. Originally developed group with Sony Computer Entertainment Japan, known as Poly's Entertainment. After the success of Gran Turismo in Japan, they were granted greater autonomy, reestablished as an individual company, and renamed themselves Polyphony Digital. It currently has 4 studios, 2 studios in Japan, 1 studio in the Netherlands, and 1 in the United States. Well, that's disconcerting. And the scanners can't see clear glass unless you spray filth on it. Oh, ugh, that's not good. The studio is best known for Gran Turismo racing game series led by Kazunori Yamauchi, or Kaz for short. Most successful series 2, PlayStation 2 and 3. The Gran Turismo series is designed to be a realistic driving simulator, offering realistic driving physics. In 2006, Polyphony released Tourist Trophy in an attempt to bring the realism of Gran Turismo to motorcycle racing. Wow. Ooh, wow. So they've been involved in real-life automotive projects. They have developed special versions of their Gran Turismo games for many car manufacturers as demonstrators for their cars. The body coupe. 2000, they're contract to design the multifunctional display at the new Nissan GTR, which displays performance information such as G-forces, acceleration, opening. Seiichi Ikiyu from Polyphony Digital encoded and decoded the movies from various SCI games such as The Legend of Dragoon, Everybody's Golf 2, and the Japanese version of Rollaway, and the original Crash Bandicoot games for the PS1. Really? Digitally encoded and decoded the movies for various SCEI games. That's interesting. In 2012, IGN placed Polyphony Digital at number 24, 50 greatest developers of all time. Polyphony Digital made a long-term partnership with Fédération Internationale de Automobile, FIA, for a plan to launch an official FIA online championship in 2015. That was what led to the movie Gran Turismo. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. They're mostly just in the Gran Turismo because obviously that's what they do. That's their moneymaker. But yeah, that's insane. That's insane. But anyway, but yeah, they use all that stuff. Um, X mail. What is that? X letter X mail. Interesting. But anyway, K4, are you still there? Are you? I know you said you're gonna be back, but I haven't heard from you in a while, and I'm gonna need to end shortly. So, uh, it's fun stuff. Yeah, it is fun stuff. Again, the movie Gran Turismo was is incredible, and they actually had the guy who won who went into the races play as a stunt for. Oh, he's
All right,
back.
I'm back.
Okay, I was like, "Are you?"
Apologies.
No, it's like, "Are you coming back at all?"
Yeah, I wouldn't leave it running like that.
He's like, he must have died or something. No, he's back. He's back, everyone. Way too late. Yeah, it's like 2 o'clock a.m. where you're at, Steve. Go to bed. Goodness. Um, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to re-download it and put it on YouTube. So unfortunately, sorry about the YouTube side, but I don't know what happened. It'll be uploaded to the YouTube side later, so don't worry.
Oh,
But
the YouTube stream is messed up.
I don't know. It's something happened with Rumble Studios, and so it's not showing up on the YouTube side, but it is showing up in Rumble. So there was that. Yeah, me too. I enjoyed talking about the photogrammetry and all that stuff because it's really interesting that you can take a thousand photos of something and make a 3D model of it using certain programs like Unreal Engine or so many others. Um, so, but yeah, I know you joined in late and all that stuff. So we'll we'll try to do it again sometime.
All right, man.
but
Sounds good.
But before we go, though, I didn't do it at the first hour, but at the top of the hour of every hour, I set aside some time for us to promote ourselves. Um, I think I did put your Rumble. Yes, your Rumble is there. So, but if you want to promote yourself, the floor is yours.
Well, as you guys know, I'm still a bit of a new streamer to Rumble, but you guys can check my channel out. I do various games, VR gaming soon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we're gonna get some, horror content. So
Mm,
stuff like Phasmophobia, other
mm,
horror games, and
mm.
collaborating with other streamers.
Yeah,
Uh, I actually met a guy called Cat Dog on here. Pretty chill guy.
yeah. He and Mrs. Ma'am.
Yeah,
Uh,
both
are,
of them.
yeah,
So I was planning a little, collab stream with them where we're
mm,
gonna do VR gaming and stuff like that.
yeah,
Phasmophobia to just try to, build the community a little more,
yeah.
bring together everyone. But yeah, as you guys know, I'm Kenji. Uh,
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you were trying to do like kanji because that was the
yeah, that's what a lot of people.
it, it was just fun like K4nj. I don't know what's trying to. I just say K4 because that's what you have. K
Yeah,
K4. I just like saying that all day long. It's like K4. Where is K4 at? Um, but no, yeah, his links, his Twitter X link, and his Rumble link are down below. So give him a check out. I know you do mostly gaming on your Rumble channel, so that's at least that's all I saw anyway. But what is the before we get any further? What is the enthusiastic security researcher thing?
oh, that's a thing that I do mainly. So it's around stuff like cybersecurity.
Oh,
So Yeah.
Oh, so you do like the high secure cybersecurity stuff,
Yeah. So
basically.
security research. Yeah.
Uh, and does that mean you work in towards cybersecurity, or you just research it?
No, I work. No, I'm actually in the field right now.
Oh, okay, okay. It said researcher, so I'm like, I don't know if that means you're just kind of interested in it or you're actually in it. But no, you're saying you're in it, so
Yeah.
that's something.
If you, I have quite a few. All right, hold on. Let me. All right, so I have a little, a few content on locals. Let
Mm,
me pull it up. Let me
mm.
just. You want me to drop the locals link in chat?
No, if you have it up now, you can just share a screen and we can see it.
All right, let me pull it up.
So you just go to start screen share. Oh, he exited himself out. he just exited himself out. I think he pressed the wrong thing. Come back, K4. Come back, K4. Good. Don't forget K4. I think he accidentally exit. There he is.
I accidentally exited.
I was like, what happened? It's like, oh, he must have accidentally exited out. Yeah, you just go down to this little screen with an arrow in it, and it
Yeah.
says start screen share, and you share the screen what you're looking at, and then it should appear up.
All right, let me log in real quick.
Sure. No bueno. Yeah, it stuff happens. While you're doing that though, let me do my side of things. Anyway, guys, I know the YouTube side didn't work, but whether you're on Rumble, whether on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind, actually, know what? Forget the YouTube thing because I'm gonna So when I upload the YouTube video later, if you wouldn't mind liking that one, I'd much appreciate that. But whether you're on either side, oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Uh,
no problem. I'll definitely check it out and leave a like and follow.
Okay. Let me get to this quickly. But anyway, guys, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, share, follow, or leaving a comment, because anything that helps with the engagement helps bring more eyes. Hold on, I'm gonna have to exit out of the presentation for a bit. Hold on. Anything helps with if anything helps with engagement, it helps bring more eyes, and that means more people to have on. Because again, many of the people I've had on have been guests, or in the chat have been guests, and I look forward to having the many more either new or returning. It does not matter. There's a whole lot of people with a whole lot of different perspectives in the world, and I enjoy all the same. And also, if you want to see where else I'm at, down in the description below on either YouTube or Rumble is a link. That link leads to I have a Twitter X, a Discord, email. I also have shows where my Rumble or YouTube is at. But if you want to come on, just go to the either Rumble, YouTube, or email, or sorry, my Twitter X, my email, and my Discord one. Or if you don't want to do that, just leave a comment in either YouTube or Rumble. We can get started. Again, I will be uploading this stream to the YouTube side because for some odd reason it's not working over there. Oh well. But I
Yeah.
hope you will like that video
y-
because what was that?
I understand that. I'll definitely look into it, and let me pull up the channel right now actually.
Yeah, it's still up. I haven't taken it down. It's just there's nothing over there, so I've left the link. I just have to up. Hey, Big Block. Thank you, sir. How are you? But anyway, let's bring that back up. All right, there you go. Yeah, I'll have to. That's the Rumble side you're at,
Oh,
because
this
I.
is.
Yeah,
All
that's the
right.
Rumble side.
It's the same. It's the same username. Hold up.
Yeah, yeah. There's a. Yeah, you can go down. There you go. You see the no. There you go. All right, go to that.
Wait. Oh no, this is mine. Oh, the website.
Yeah, it'll take me to a link tree, and so there's
Oh.
my YouTube one. Yep.
All right. Let
And
me.
so you'll see.
I'm not signed
Here's.
in over here. Let me
Oh,
go
you're
on the
not.
other browser.
Uh oh. Well, still, you just cancel that, and then you can just see the video because I'm pretty sure you have to can't get out of that screen.
Yeah, I dropped a follow and a like. I'm seeing it actually
Okay, yeah, you're just seeing a green screen with a Dorito thing.
with a
So yeah,
yeah with a rumble icon.
yeah. So that's must be a Rumble Studios thing, whatever. But yeah, uh, but yeah, let's hear about your stuff.
Yeah, so this was just a short article over the analysis
Mm,
of some ransomware. So various data gathered from everywhere, and analysis started from here. It
mm,
was a whole thing around improving skills and stuff like that.
right,
And I have a little Discord with everything, with like the members and stuff like that.
right,
Um, then it went on to a bit of game hacking and stuff like that.
right.
So did a little introduction, right?
Mm. Yeah,
Teaching about registers and stuff like that.
right.
Yeah, so this is basically the stuff I do.
That's incredible. I mean, it's not something I don't know coding. I tried a code academy once, and I didn't last very long. So, I mean, the only thing I got is my CompTIA plus. That's just probably as far as I go in the computer stuff,
Yeah.
and that's just a general basis field. What is it? It says I used to mess around with spyware and crap, studying how it affects an emulated PC and stuff. Yeah, there you go.
I
I
appreciate
know.
the follow dashboard, no man.
Yeah, there you go. See, look at that. Come on, you get a follow. Look at that. Um, Problem is they made what is it? They made spyware. The spyware detect if it's running in an emulated PC and it causes it to crash.
Yeah.
That sucks. Um, but yeah, it's very interesting to hear about that stuff. And I know I have a few different people on this Saturday. I'm gonna have a few different people on who know tech stuff a bit, and they're pretty awesome people. So,
I'll,
but
I'll definitely tune in.
yeah, it's gonna be at 7 p.m. Eastern, on this Saturday. So,
So
uh,
that will be 6 for me. All right. I'll be early.
where'd he go? But no, it's I through doing this with other people, I've gotten to know some tech people, um, all of this stuff. No, I am getting there. I just wanted to get him to show off his stuff because it sounds very interesting. I mean, it's not anything I would be able to fully comprehend, but to take up an interest enough, and then you're going through. You can take off that screen off if you want, so you're not doing all that.
Yeah.
Um, but I'll be uploading the video to YouTube later, so don't worry about that, the live one, because it's just going to be what it is. Unfortunately,
All
make
right.
sure
No
you.
problem.
No. I'm not going to forget. But no, it's just interesting to look at this stuff because again, people who put their time and effort about learning this stuff, it's not an easy gig,
Yeah. It
unless you like
definitely
really
took
enjoy it,
time.
huh?
Yeah. It definitely took a lot of time to learn.
Yeah, but if you grow into it and come to enjoy it to some degree, or the interest keeps going, it can be more than, and they pay lots of money for cybersecurity. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. The
Um,
field, it's really good.
yeah, it's really paid well. But anyway, at the last, the sort of last part we do is at the end of the show. I do a thing called questions from a hat, and so I
Yeah.
bought a Rumble hat a while back, and I think you paid. I think your name's up there on the wall for one. But anyway, you get two questions. But if someone pays for a rant or whatever on the Rumble side, another question gets pulled out. I'm not monetized on YouTube, so
mm,
yeah.
yeah. I understand.
But yeah, if someone gives a Rumble rant, you can have one more. But anyway, let's just start with the first one. I'm not looking. I can't see what's in the hat. I can only feel, and we'll go with this one. So got this one right here. All right. So what's the question? It is. Do you okay? Here's one. Do you prefer the beach or the mountains?
Mm, I'd say I'd say the beach.
Yeah, I figured sunshine and warm beaches would be more preferable than the cold winds and the rainy mountains.
Yeah, they're not nice to traverse.
One wrong move, and you're sliding downhill, and that may be the end of it. Arts will one day maybe, but it's questions from a hat, and I had the hat of doom. Make it sound awful, Steve. Gosh, we have fun with it. Goodness sake! All right, last question. All right. Here's the second one. Let's see what it says. This one says, "What's your least favorite color and why?"
My
Or,
least.
or what
I'd say
what
I'd
color?
say I'd say red and white because I feel like it has some association with somewhat evil.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Why the heck are you on YouTube then? That's kind of Eve. It's like the mermaid man from SpongeBob. Evil, evil.
Definitely. But I mean, YouTube is an innocent.
That's true, but a lot of people like using it because money and stuff. So
Yeah.
um, brown for reasons you can imagine. Well, there
Oh
was a
my god.
there was a story, there was a joke I heard about a pirate, and so I'm going to try to tell it to my best of my abilities, and then we'll bugger off. But the story went is that there was a pirate, very well known, famous pirate, and he could beat any battle or what have you. And so one day they came across a pirate
Yeah.
ship and or another ship, and they had to battle with, and he's like, and he tells us first, the captain tells us first, gets me my red pants. And so, no, no, Steve, no.
Should
Um,
be.
and so, his first mate gets it to him, a little curious, but they go on and they win the fight. They win the fight of this battle of whatever, and those pirates are done for. Um, and so, time goes on, and another time comes up, and so it's like two different boats. The stakes have gotten higher, and the captain goes out and he looks across the waters. He looks at the competition and says, "Get me my red pants." And so the first mate does it again, and so after a period of time he asks his captains, like, why are you always saying get your red pants? Well, if I bleed, my men won't see me bleed, and they will keep continue fighting and win the battle. And she's like, well, that's crazy. And so they it's either the pirate that can't grow a beard. Well, why are you talking down like that? um and so you know third time, a time comes around, and all of a sudden there's an armada of ships, and it's just all of them up against the armada. And uh and then the captain goes out, he looks at the water and says, "Get me my brown pants." I remember that from a long time ago. That was hilarious.
Or
What?
part that has you. What?
Grab You know what, Steve? You're a little tired. Go to bed. Go to bed, Steve.
Yeah,
You're a little too
Steve
tired.
definitely needs to rest.
He's a little out of sorts. But anyway, guys, thank you, thank you so much for joining in. Even though if the YouTube side didn't work, I'm glad you're all here. And again, I will upload that stream later um, to YouTube, because I do try to keep all my stuff on both sides. Uh,
Yeah,
Unless stuff like this happens, then well, thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. You're one of a kind, and I appreciate you for it. And I also thank you, K4, for coming on. I
no
know
problem, man.
I know the time thing was a bit off, and I do I am glad you were able to join. So, and you're always welcome to come back, and I'll be sending you a link for coming on, because guests get to come on and come on the Dara's Hangout Den and all that stuff.
No problem, man.
Trying to keep this going. But yes, you're always welcome. Good next time, and of course, oh, there you
Nice to
go,
meet
Jack.
you all.
Yeah,
Hope you guys have a wonderful day or
yes, and
night.
yeah, night wherever we're at, and of course tomorrow at uh, at 7 p.m. I'll have
Oh, we
Chad
got
on.
chat.
Yeah, because my previous guest wasn't able to make it. She had some stuff happen, and so we'll get her on another time. But yes, Chad will be coming on tomorrow. I haven't had him on in a long time. Last time he was on was with my first Dara's Hangout Den. Yeah, go to bed. It's 2 a.m. where you are. Go to bed. Um, he was first last time he was on the Dara's Hangout Den, which is me trying to bring on previous guests to kind of intermingle with it together and
Yeah,
sort of
yeah, that
broaden.
would be fun.
Yeah, and that'll be at a later time. Don't worry, you'll be invited to that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. thank you, K4. And as always, where are we at? As always, and we end the show with One Day with You by Pogo. Have a great night, everyone. And don't forget to mute your mic because it can bleed into the
All right,
video.
got
So,
you.
all right. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go.